Hey, we're live. All right, today I got something new in the mail. Actually, I got a couple things in the mail today I wanted to show you. The first thing I got in the mail was this really cool abalone and bone saddle that I'm going to be using for a guitar that I'm working on in the near future. Let's see if it comes in better up there. See that? That's the abalone part. That's the bone. And I'm actually going to be making I'm going to make a nut out of this for a cigar box guitar that I'm building. This will I think it'll be a really cool sound, and I'm going to put abalone inlay in the fret dots, so it should be pretty cool. But that's not the exciting thing. The exciting thing is I got a book in the mail, and this is actually the third copy of this book that I've owned. And over the years, it seems that the other copies have gone missing. And so I was like, I need this book in my life. I have to have it. And so I bought it again. I think when I was a kid, I don't know what happened to it. It may be in my mom and dad's bookshelf. Then when my kids were little, I bought a copy of it, and I think they spilled something on it and it got ruined. So I bought another new copy recently, and it's The Art of John O'Brien. It's Favorite Tales of Monsters and Trolls, and I wanted to share some of this awesome book with you. This is like one of my favorite books. The guy's artwork is so cool. I read an article recently that people still are talking about this book years later. This book was published in 1977, and I think the first copy that my mom got me was probably in 1977 or 78. And I remember just reading this over and over and over, even all the way up until I was a teenager. It's like this guy's art influenced my drawing style a lot, and I always just kind of come back to it. But I heard that he was influenced by Hieronymus Bosch. So I've got a Hieronymus Bosch book coming in the mail too, and I'm really looking forward to it. This book is so cool. It starts with the three billy goats Gruff, and it says, once upon a time there were three billy goats named Gruff who lived together on a mountainside. There was not much to eat in their rocky pasture, but they could see a field of sweet green grass just across the deep valley. Check this out. These are the three billy goats, and the one you got to keep your eye on is this guy right here. He is not trustworthy at all. I'm gonna tell you why in just the next page. But one of the things that I really love about the art in here is has so many little, like this tree, obviously somebody's living in the tree, and there are all these little creatures that live in this world that you'll see in just a second. He says, to reach the green pasture, the three billy goats had to cross a bridge, and under the bridge lived a fierce troll. Well, check out this bridge. It's not just a bridge. It's like everybody and their dog lives in this bridge. There's all sorts of little creatures and houses and stuff that are right there, and there's the big troll, and he's nasty looking, and he has a prisoner trapped in his hat. It's like, I guess he's a midnight snack or something that he's keeping for later. But anyway, one day the youngest billy goat began to trip-trop across the bridge, and at once the wicked troll shouted, "Who goes tripping over my bridge?" "It's only I, the little billy goat Gruff." "The littlest billy goat Gruff," answered the goat in a tiny little voice. "Fine," said the troll. "I'm going to come up and eat you." "Oh no," said the littlest billy goat Gruff. "I am much too small to make a good meal for you. Wait for my big brother." Now this is what I don't get. He says, "Wait for my big brother. He will be coming along soon." What kind of jerk says, "Oh no, don't eat me. Eat my brother"? I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like, maybe eat the neighbor kid or something like that. But he throws his brother under the bus real quick, and it's a sad, sad situation. And I really feel for the middle billy goat Grub, because he's probably got the middle child syndrome where he knows that he's not really loved. But the troll grumbled and rumbled, but finally he let the billy goat cross the bridge. Okay, so here's a picture of the middle billy goat who's having a hard time, and you can see this big nasty troll. Here he comes with his little prisoner and his pet bird, and he's coming up on the bridge. And look at all these weird creatures. This guy would put legs on anything. Like there's a bird down here that has legs. And what's interesting, this bird guy, where is he? Right here. I don't know if you can see this, but it's the bird guy. He's got legs. Then he's got 3 guys on top of him, but there's an extra set of legs in there somewhere. There are actually 4 sets of legs, which is pretty strange. And then you got this bird guy next to him. Let's see. No, other way. This is hard doing this backwards. This guy over here. All right, right there. This guy is just a pair of legs with a bird's head walking around. Of course, here comes the billy goat, and he's a little bit bigger, and it's got all these little critters living on the bridge, walking along with them. They're just doing their thing. They don't know a raging battle is getting ready to happen. Not long afterward, the second billy goat Gruff came trip, trop across the bridge. "Who goes there?" shouted the troll, and his big head peered over the bridge. This poor little frog troll guy, he doesn't know what's coming for him. "It is only I," said the middle-sized billy goat Gruff. "Aha," roared the troll, "I'm going to eat you up." "But sir, I'm not really so very big," said the middle-sized billy goat. "If you want a good meal, wait for my bigger brother." Now, I can kind of understand middle child syndrome. If he can bump off one of the brothers, then that makes him more important, you know. Or maybe he just knows that his brother's really tough and big, so I don't know. But this whole family, the Gruff family, they seem like they've got some issues that need to be worked out, because they're always like throwing each other under the bus. The wicked troll grumbled and rumbled, but he finally let the second billy goat cross the bridge. I wanted to show you this other guy too. There's a guy that obviously he got stuck in the outhouse. I don't know if you can see this guy right here. And he's got a lady on a bird that is, she's got a bit in her mouth, and he's driving her around. And I don't know, there's some weird creatures in this book, but I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, guess what happens? Here comes the big billy goat. In just a little while, the third billy goat Gruff came trip, trop onto the bridge. He was so heavy that the bridge creaked and groaned. "Who is tramping and stamping over my bridge?" roared the troll. "It is I, the great big billy goat Gruff." Now, you got to know that you're a pretty tough dude if you're going to go around calling yourself the great big billy goat Gruff. The third goat roared back. Oh, he roared back. Anyway, "Aha! I've been waiting for you," said the troll, "and I'm going to come up and eat you." Well, the wicked old troll, not knowing what was in store for him, scrambled onto the bridge. But the big billy goat Gruff was not afraid. He just lowered his big, strong head. Now, I want to show you what's really cool. The little troll not only, lives under the bridge with his little prisoner in his hat and his bird, but he's got this weird creature growing out of his back. It kind of reminds me of that head that lived in the guy's chest in that Schwarzenegger movie where he went to Mars, Total Recall. I think that's kind of what's going on here. So this is the big billy goat, and look at the way he drew those horns. Isn't that cool? And the hair on the billy goat. I think he's a tough looking dude. I wouldn't want to mess with him, and I have taken care of goats before, so